Hey everybody, so I wanted to go back through this problem here and to talk about how we get these answers here. Let's talk our way through a couple of these. I think we're going to find a lot of these are not transitive, but one of the things that I want you guys to recognize is to find something that's not transitive, you really need a proof that it's not transitive. To find something is transitive, to find something is not transitive, you really need a counter example. To find something is transitive, you need a proof. And this is a little tricky here as we go. So let's start with this one that x times y is negative. X times y is negative. So when I think about this one, I'm thinking about two numbers and about multiplying them. To get a negative number when I multiply, I generally have to do a positive number and a negative number. Well, if I think of 1 related to negative 1, I also could think of negative 1 being related to 1. And if I think about transitivity, that is x and y. That's x related to y, and that is also y related to z. So then I ask myself, is x related to z? And you should tell me no, because that would be 1 times 1, and that is positive. So first one is not transitive. Not transitive. All right, next one says, it's the addition one, addition with swapping. So let me get a new, I don't know how I get a new thing. File, new, there we go. Don't save. Okay, so let's get a new one. It's these opposite things. So we'll say that xy is related to x prime y prime if x plus y prime equals x prime plus y. We need another set, so generally when I do the other set, I'll say something like this. And what we're trying to, so that would mean this. So I have these two equations, and I want to combine the two equations, and hopefully at the end of the day, I want to be able to say that xy is related to ab, if this is indeed transitive, which means that I need to say that x plus b equals y plus a. So when I'm looking at this, I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to solve for x prime. So x prime is y prime plus a minus b. I'm going to sub this equation into here, and I'm going to see that I get x plus y prime equals, instead of x prime, I write y prime plus a minus b plus y. I do a little rearranging, and I do indeed arrive here. So this one is transitive. So if you're given this mixing them and adding, it is transitive. Next one is about two even numbers. The addition of two numbers being even. Addition of two numbers being even. So when I think about the addition of two numbers being even, the proof here is a little tricky. I'm going to talk through it. If we need x plus y to be even, what we're really saying is that either x and y are even, or x and y are odd. They have to be the same if you're going to get an even number. When we say y plus z is even, these two also must be the same. But if y and z are the same and x and y are the same, then x and z are the same, so they also add to give me an even. Okay, so once again, x plus y, if it's going to be even, they must either both be even or both be odd. If they're both the same, and these must both be the same, and these are both the same y, then x and z must be the same, and so their sum is also even. So C is as well a transitive relation. Next one is about positivity. Positivity is actually not true. Positivity is not true because I could do something like -2, 3. -2, 3, -2 plus 3 is positive. That's trivial. 3, -1 is also positive. But -2, -1 is not positive. So this one is not transitive. Not transitive. There's the right screen. Next one is the multiplication being positive. So the multiplication being positive is, let's see, multiplication being positive is simply, about being greater than or equal to 0. Sorry, I hesitated there for a moment because I was thinking this one was transitive, and this equal sign actually throws the whole game off. Kind of funny how that little equal sign can do it. Alright, so let me get a new thing up here. I'm just going to give you a counter example. Counter example would be 2, 0 and 0, 5. 2 times 0 is 0. It's greater than or equal to 0. 0 times 5. Sorry, I need a negative number here somewhere. 0 times -5 is also 0, but 2 times -5 is -10. So 2 and -5 are not in the relation. Because that gives you a negative number. So the 0 here kind of messes things up. I was actually thinking this one was true, but the greater than or equal to 0 is what messes this up. Okay, F I think I did in class, but let's run through it really fast here, why this one is true. So F is true. Oh, I don't want to save. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Sorry, this is what happens when you do multiple things at the same time. Okay, F is true because we're told that x minus y is greater than or equal to 0. And I think I did this in class. I rewrote this as x is greater than or equal to y. And this is cool because then if y relates to z, that also gives a similar inequality, but with a y in the bigger position. So then we see that x is less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to z. So y, include the y, we know that x is less than or equal to z, and so we know that x minus z is positive, so we know that x is related to z. Sorry this is so rough. I'm not very good with my pad here. So I should collect F, and I'll hit submit, and I got it all right here. Alright guys, this one's hard. Took me 10 minutes to walk through it. It's going to take you a little bit of time. Hopefully I've given you a few of them as we've gone through. Good luck.